to Kyoto Imperial Palace. And so what we've heard is that Kyoto was the capital of Japan up until about 160 years ago, and then it became Tokyo. So we're just going to see and check out what this ancient city has to offer.
The capital of Japan was moved from Kyoto to Tokyo in 1869, and so the imperial family moved from this palace to Tokyo, but he returned in 1877 and realized how run down this had gotten since it had been abandoned, so he ordered it to be reconstructed and refurbished, and that is where we're visiting today. Okay, so we're at the Imperial Palace in Kyoto. It has a lot of similarities to the one in Tokyo, in that it has like a huge gravel promenade that surrounds the Imperial Palace. It also has a similarity in that we can't go in it again. So we can walk around and we can see the wall, but it just today is under construction, so it's not open, but it should be open on the 1st, so we might be going in then. But otherwise we're just gonna walk around and enjoy the entire garden that surrounds the Imperial Palace. They said that the whole garden is about 700 meters long. I don't know how long that is because I can't comprehend meters, but it does seem extremely large and has beautiful gardens all around it. So we're gonna go check those out now.
Palaces on these grounds, but most of them it seemed like you had to get tickets in advance, or they only let a certain amount in each day. But there was the guest house we could get tickets for, but it was kind of expensive for just being a guest house and not a palace. So I think we are just going to go ahead and head to the Gion district, which is the geisha district. We're walking through Gion or Gion, not really sure how you say it, but it is known as the geisha district. But it looks like it's just a lot of neat shops and restaurants and just kind of a touristy area. A lot of people walking around. Ooh, there's some geishas. It seems like a neat, kind of older area, so we're enjoying walking through here.
So we've walked through the geisha district and now we've come across Kennin-ji, which is the oldest Zen temple in all of Kyoto. And we've read that Zen is supposed to be an offshoot of Buddhism that was founded about 2,500 years ago in Japan. And this temple is just an incredibly peaceful place with Zen gardens and corridors just winding through this beautiful garden. And there's all these little like rooms with the rice mats and everything that just makes it so peaceful and so wonderful. And the weather is just gorgeous. So we're going to wander around here for a little while. And then there's a large temple that has the Buddha statue in it. And it's supposed to have twin dragons on top of the ceiling that's painted. So we're going to go see that in just a second. But this place is just incredible so far. So the painting on the ceiling in there is known as the Twin Dragons, and almost disappointing because I mean, it's an amazing painting. It's one of the most beautiful pieces of art that we've seen here so far, but kind of disappointing. It was only done in 2002 for the 800-year anniversary of the temple, Kennin-ji here. And it was done in the elementary school gymnasium and then installed later, but it took just under 2 years to do. So it's still incredible to see, but not as old as I expected it to be. So we're at another Shinto shrine. It looks like this time they're throwing coins over this barrier, and then they grab this huge rope and ring this bell, and then they clap, and then they start praying. So it seems like it's happening. Alright, I think we're done with shrines and temples and geisha districts for the day. And now it's time to go try to find some dinner and probably call it an evening. But it ended up being a really good day and a beautiful fall day.
Yeah, we stumbled upon a lot of things we weren't expecting, so this is cool.
So today we took the train from Kyoto to Nara, and we're here at the Toji temple. So we're gonna walk around and check out the temple for a little while, but we also heard that there are some deer that are around the city, and so we're gonna walk around and see if we can find some that we can pet and maybe feed some little biscuits or something. So let's go and explore and see what we can find. So they have free guides here, and so we were able to just grab one of them, and they came with us, and she's going to teach us the history of this temple. And so far, it's really fascinating.
Big pagoda. 7-storied pagoda.
Wow.
About 100 meters.
Wow.
But 11 acres by thunder, they burn down by here. You can two times high.
Wow.
Burns down. But East Pagoda was reconstructed. But by thunder.
So according to our guide, this is the biggest Buddhist temple in the world, and we just walked in, and this Buddha is, I think, even bigger than the large reclining Buddha in Thailand. I don't have any actual data on that, but this is amazing in terms of like just sheer size. And she was saying too that it used to be all gold, but now with the temples being burnt down 3 times, that now it's actually just bronze, but the knees, the lotus that he's sitting on is still original. So there's a hole in the base of this pillar, and it's supposed to be that if you can climb through it, that you gain more wisdom and better health. And this hole is the same size as the Buddha's nose, which is interesting, but Aubrey's gonna give it a go, and we'll see if she can actually fit through this tiny hole.
Is this baby gonna go through? Dang it, I have to follow this baby. Oh, that's cute. Oh my goodness. Oh.
If I have to pull you through, I'll do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's the cutest. Let me wait for the baby. Oh, yay! Man, it'll take my mind. I did it! Luckily it's a little slippery in there. People going through.
We've come across another amazing overlook looking over the city of Nara, kind of like the temple in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, but this is just incredible. So we're about to show you this crazy view.
Okay, so coming to Nara, we thought that it was just gonna be deer in this one little park, but like they're everywhere. Like they're in front of the temple, they're all around the parks and just all over the city. And so I really feel like you could come and do Nara for free, basically. You just come and hang out with the deer and look at the temple. And we paid a little bit to go inside and see the big, in the inside of the temple and see the big Buddha, but I feel like you could come and just hang out with the deer and see the different shrines and temples for free and you'd be satisfied. Look, see, here's a friend right here. Hello. They're everywhere. There are like thousands of these all over the place and they're so nice and friendly too. I would definitely recommend Nara. This is really cool. I'm glad we came here.